Ask you this, you guys got here about the weather, because I saw the forecast, it might be raining, but did you anticipate it to be like this where you'd have to delay a game and you'd have to play a day later?
We've been here enough times to know the weather's unpredictable. I mean, we started a game against Texas at 11:59 and they called us back. We were on the bus, heading out, and they said, hey, we're going to be able to play. So we started 11:59. Yeah, we told the girls, hey, when the bell rings, we just got to be ready to play. So it's, they were told about it, and being here last year, they could see certain things could happen. So again, it's about just being prepared, understanding, hey, you take care of business, and when the bell rings, you go out to play your best game.
How do you keep the team from kind of being a little overly confident about it against a team that they swept earlier in the season?
Again, it's not. You want them to have a certain level of confidence because that helps in the performance side. But the big thing is that we've got to play the game. And again, it's kind of a mundane motto because I've said it so many times, but it really is how we approach things. I mean, who's in that dugout really doesn't matter. It's what we can do to take care of ourselves. So having a little bit of confidence that you're going in. I mean, Jade's swinging the bat really good right now, and you got Cooper that with the lineup changes, getting more pitches, and Carasoni's still swinging it, and Howard's getting on, and again, you look at the bottom half of the lineup. We're starting to do some things. So it really makes things kind of exciting. But those are things that we can control. So as long as we control the things that we can control and go out there and be Auburn, I like our chances.
How much do you think Georgia has improved since you played them? Obviously, they knocked off Florida, and now they beat Florida State.
Well, hey, listen, you talk about confidence. They gotta be thinking about the same thing. It is they beat Alabama in the last game of the SEC. They went and played pretty well in the SEC. They played very well in the regional. They went to the super regional, knocked the number one team out. Hey, they're a good ball club. We said that all along. I mean, the SEC is tough, and it's the best conference in the country simply because the teams like Georgia, Auburn, Florida, Tennessee, LSU, and all the rest of them. I mean, it is what it is. So it's super regionals every weekend. So everybody's better at this time, and you hope that everybody's playing their best softball, and that's the key thing. It's going to be great softball to watch, and you go out and take care of business.
How big is it that Jay seems to be hitting her stride right here at this point?
Well, that's a great question for Jade, but for me, I'm happy as hell to see her swinging a bat and driving and runs and being Jade. Again, she got a great honor earlier in the week on Wednesday, being named All-American. I mean, I believe she deserved it. She worked really hard, and again, her senior year. And Jade wants nothing more than to go out and continue her success and create a legacy of greatness. So, for us, for me as a coach, I like when the 5-hole spot is driving in runs like she did yesterday and getting the 2 hits. So it's huge for both of us.
Talk about Kelsey and just what she means to the team. I know the team is really rallying around her and trying to get play for her.
Right. I mean. Again, it goes back to what she represents to anybody, as far as really working so hard, hours upon hours upon hours, daily, weekly, months. 7 months she worked just to get a chance to play, and she forfeited an entire year of eligibility to play 2 innings just to get a shot in the second to last season. We started her the last season, or the last game of the season, and she goes out there and plays phenomenal. And unfortunately hurts the other ACL. Again, she's an inspiration because of the fact that she had a belief, she had a dream, and you can't help but admire somebody that works that hard just to have a chance. There was no guarantees, but to have a chance and to put it all on the line, leaving it on the field, and trusting in God and herself that she could go out there and play, and it was kind of a freak thing. But she had surgery the next day. She's back in rehab. She's going to be a great nurse, and she's an inspiration not only for the team, but for everybody, in my opinion.
Coach, as good as the performance was yesterday, is there anything that you feel like you guys could improve upon or learn from? I mean, I know it's hard to do when you win like that, but
well, we're as coaches, we're always looking to improve. So we were pleased with the performance, but again, I think the key thing is that they did a great job of taking advantage of what was given to them, and that's what great teams do. You know, if you're given an extra opportunity for extra outs, you make the most of it. If you get some people on base because of free passes or hit by pitches, you take advantage of it. So timely hitting, you know, really came into effect yesterday. You know, the 9 hits we had, I thought were well placed, and you know, it worked out well for us.
You said Georgia's confident. What's got them playing so well? What makes them such a hot team at this point this season?
Well, they have a tremendous amount of talent. You know, they got speed, they got power. They've got an older ball club. You know, they're well coached. They're an SEC team, and again, you know, when you beat the people that they beat in order to get where they are, I mean that's very noticeable. It's kind of like us beating Florida and Alabama in the same day, 1-4. So it's that kind of confidence that, you know, perpetuates, you know, the success that they're having, and we're hoping that, you know, our past successes are going to keep us going in the same light.
And you heard Casey say yesterday that being here last year, it felt different for them. You know, does that experience, how much does that help them refocus for this shift in schedule?
Well, you can't teach experience. I mean, we ask them, because Scott and Corey and I have been here 9 times. We can explain to them, you know, our experiences, and then they can trust what we're saying. But being here now, those words have greater meaning. And again, there is no surprises. They like the weather question, and they're ready for the weather. They're you know, the only ones that are really doing it for the first time are the freshmen. But everybody else is out here and with that experience, and it's going to be even easier next year. So as we become a more dominant team to come back to the College World Series, it gets easier and easier and easier.